Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is James from South Texas RC and BRB Racing. I went ahead, did some runs with it today, out back, asphalt area like this. Got my little ghetto ramp going on. Ran it all the way out there. You know, believe it or not, from standing over here at the ramp to way over to that fence line. Radio very responsive and good, so this does have a very good long range on it. But back to the truck. I was originally going to post some video of it blasting back and forth in the parking lot, but I didn't want to bore y'all with just seeing it just doing speed pass runs here and there and some twists and turns. What I want to get to on this truck is something that was of a concern. So I did see some reviews from other people that ran this truck. One guy, he had reported that he was trying to do demo for the truck and that he ran it couple of packs back to back, just cramming as much video as he possibly could with this truck, ended up frying the motor. So he was kind of blaming it on, he didn't check his temps, he didn't do his normal rule of thumb that he would do with an RC car, and that running those 2 packs back to back is what fried the motor. Then there was another guy that posted a video about the truck saying, hey, check this out, gear mesh seemed to have one high spot that was binding and the rest was good and flow. So I went ahead, ran it with a couple of packs on here. When I shot my temps on the motor, and this was running the required size pack. This is a this is actually 52, and a 50C discharge. They were calling the minimum of 5,000 with a 50C discharge. So I shot my temps after making a run when it went to the low voltage mode. The motor itself was not too drastically bad, but it was peaking around 125 to 126 degrees with the speed control sitting around about 102 to 101. I went ahead, let it cool down out of curiosity, ran a 7.2 volt pack through here. Yeah, the motor temps went down a little bit. This went around to about 97, and this one went down a couple of degrees also. So you know what? I'm going to roll it back and forth and check, and then I did, and it seemed to be okay, but then after rolling it, I got to a certain point, and it just kind of, you felt a bind, and then you would fall in and find a bind. So I went ahead, took this apart, like I said, how you can get in there into maintenance. On this block, the red block that's here, you take the screw out of the bottom, and it's more along the line of you grab this, and you have to pull pretty good. It pushes out and comes out this direction. Back here, it does say just pull. It's more along the line of pull to get it off the splines of the diff, and it's more of a pull and then push outward. And of course the drive shaft, of course, it just pops off like I showed you on the first video for this truck. So I went in there, checked the gear mesh. Sure enough, there is a high spot on this spur gear. What's funny about it is it looks like it's a casting mold mark. There's a round circle right there in that section of teeth, and bingo, that's where the high spot's at. So at first running it out here, and it was slippery on the concrete, don't get me wrong, because it just freshly rained in this area. I've got some smooth and a little bit of asphalt back here. It really didn't pop a wheelie running the 3S battery, and of course I took that being it was slick pavement. I was getting some slippage from that on there and not being able to grab. Took it over the asphalt, expecting maybe a wheelie from there, not so much. So after taking this apart and setting the gear mesh properly, now of course it does have a little bit of slop on, I'm going to say 25% of the gear versus the rest is a little bit tighter because I had to compensate for that warp that was going on. But after setting the mesh, now you can grab the truck, and you still hear a grind in it because it's a tough gear mesh, but you can grab the truck, literally just bat it, it rolls, bat it, it rolls. So when you get one of these trucks, guys, there's already been numerous complaints about this. Don't fry your electronics. Use your temp guns. Check everything out. This is a power thirsty truck, yes. The first run running a 3S pack on this truck, I got around about 9 minutes out of it. And that was blasting it back and forth and, you know, just messing around with it. Hang on, we got a helicopter going over. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't want you to have to hear a chopper when I was trying to talk. So basically, like I said, that was the runtime I got out of it. Now, recharged the battery, ran it on the 3S. I jumped from around 9 minutes to 9 1/4 up to about 13 1/2. So yes, there is definitely binding that goes on with this truck. It may not be all of them, might just be a fluke chance that mine can relate to the other people, but yes, there was a difference in the runtime, and there is definitely a difference now after setting that gear mesh. It flows like butter. Same thing on acceleration, great blast, it was getting it really going, but now after setting that mesh, it has a better flow to it. So definitely guys, check that mesh. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, just hit me up. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Definitely, if you have any comments about setting gear mesh, get with me. I'll make you a video on how to set gear mesh if I need to. But definitely, like I said, guys, check the mesh. If you like, hit that subscribe button. I'm out.